93% of Americans believe that politicians serve their donors and not their voters. So this is the one thing we can unite on. If we unite on this, we push our states to call for a convention. We all go to the convention together. We bring democracy alive, and we propose amendments to the Constitution. And the best amendment gets 3/4 of the states to ratify. You go above the Supreme Court, and you solve the whole thing.
So if 93% of people want this, why hasn't it happened yet? I mean, the obvious answer is there's corporate control of the media and the politicians, but it seems like our current system and the megaphone that a president has, you should be able to kind of unite the populace left and right. So it shouldn't be that difficult to do. Like, why hasn't a person like Trump, who's a billionaire, or on the left, a rich businessman, run just on this and win?
Well, eventually they will, right? And so that's why I actually have a lot of hope, even though things seem super dark right now. So, and that's why I was for Bernie. So I can come back to that. But why hasn't Trump done it is easy. He's like, what am I, a sucker? The guy gives me money. I do what the guy wants. Why would I get rid of that? That's how I got into power. And so that's how I'm doing it now. I go to Miriam Mendelsohn and say, give me $100 million and I'll let Israel annex the West Bank, right? So I'll go to the oil companies and give me $1 billion and I'll give you tax subsidies. I'll let you drill. I'll take away regulation. Why would I stop that?
You think he likes money more than he likes being popular? Because there's a big part of him as a populist in the sense that like he loves being admired by large masses of people.
Yeah. So, and you're absolutely right, but that is the fault of MAGA. And so MAGA, you're screwing populists in a way that is infuriating, okay? And smart libertarians like Dave Smith have figured this out, and that's why he's just as mad at Trump as I am. And it's because he took a populist movement and he redirected it for his own personal gain. MAGA, figure it out. Come on, right? And so if you say, oh, you think Democrats have figured out that these policies? No, they largely haven't figured it out either. And I think there's blue MAGA, and I could talk about that as well. But for those of us on the populist left, yeah, we're not enamored by politicians. And for example, when Bernie does the wrong thing, we call him out. Well, Bernie's not my goddamn uncle. I don't like him for some personality reason. It's not a cult of personality. You do the right thing, I love you for. You do the wrong thing, I'm going to kick your ass for it, right? So, but Donald Trump does this massive, ridiculous corruption over and over again, and MAGA's like, I'm here for it, love it. As long as you're doing the corruption, I'm okay with it.
What does Trump say about getting money out of politics? He
says nothing about it. Go ahead, MAGA, why haven't you held him to account? Like, so when Bernie it helped Biden take out $15 minimum wage from the Senate bill on the first bill that was introduced in the Biden administration, we went nuts. We did a petition. We sent in videos to Bernie, our audience going, don't kill it, Bernie, don't kill it. And so Bernie then reintroduced it as an amendment. It got voted down, but he did the right thing, right? That is us holding our top leader accountable and saying, you better get back on track, okay? Because we're not here for you and your personal self-aggrandizement. We're here for policy, right? And if MAGA was actually here for policy, they would have absolutely leveled Trump on the fact that remember what he ran on, drain the swamp. That's why he won in 2016, right? I predicted on ABC right after the DNC, and Hillary Clinton was up 10, 12 points, whatever she was, and I said Trump would win, okay? And the whole panel laughed out loud, right? They're like, get a load of this crazy guy. I said he's a populist who seems to hate the establishment in a populist time. And drain the swamp is a great slogan. And I knew he would win when he was in a Republican debate, and he said, I paid all these guys. Before, I paid them and they did whatever I wanted. And I was like, that's so true, right? And people will love that, and especially Republican voters will love that. I actually have a lot of respect for Republican voters because they actually genuinely hate corruption.